Hello, good people. Welcome to the Save Happy Life channel with me, Dr. Rose M. And it's been a while since we were together on this channel, but today I felt inspired to come and talk about what the country has been going through. And I would particularly want to talk about loss and grief. At some point or other, we have all felt some grief or loss of a loved one, of money, of source of livelihood, all of items that are dear to us. These times, or during these times, we need somebody to be with us. We need somebody to be close to us, somebody to condole with us. I have met people in the course of my work who confess that they do not know what to tell a person who is grieving. And this is normal. This is okay, because it is not all of us who are gifted with words to tell somebody who is in grief. And today I would want us to list a few or some of the things that we tell people who are in grief that may sound fine, that may sound okay, that may sound right, but in actual fact, they are not quite right. So when speaking to someone who is grieving loss of a loved one, especially, I want to focus on that. And on this note, or at this point of our interaction, I would want to set condolences to all the parents who have lost their young ones during these skirmishes of the Gen Z messaging. It was unfortunate that we had to lose some of them. These ones and others who may have lost loved ones in their families, my heartiest condolences. And we find that it is crucial and to be very sensitive when telling somebody some comforting words that may not necessarily be comforting, but may be actually insensitive in a way. And they may seem innocent, like innocent statements, but they might be dismissive or even hurt the person. And here are some of them. If you tell someone, I know how you feel, just know that you don't know how they feel. Grief is a deeply personal experience, and even if you have experienced loss of a similar nature, it is not the same as the loss experienced by the person you are talking to. Everyone grieves differently. Another statement that we very many times tell people who are grieving is that, don't worry, they are in a better place now. This can be very, very unhelpful and might not align with the grieving person's beliefs or feelings at that particular point. You can imagine somebody who is grieving the loss of their mother and you're telling them, don't worry, they are in a better place. They are with God. They are in a better place. This person is supposed to be with this grieving person here and now. So that statement may not augur well with the person who is grieving. Another statement that we say many times and may not necessarily be right is that it was their time to go. Who told you that there is time for them to go? This can come across as a very insensitive and dismissive message in the pain of the person suffering the loss. Another statement we say, at least they have lived a long life. Really? What is a long life? It is never a long life to anybody who has lost a loved one. Even if they are 100 plus, we always want them to be longer with us. This statement might minimize the person's grief, the person who is suffering. It may feel like it's minimizing their sorrow and the value of the lost relationship. Another statement we tell countless times is that you need to be strong. This shows emotions. This implies emotions or feeling of weakness on the person who is grieving. There's there's no strength in grief, and they shouldn't be reminded that they are weak in grief. It is okay to be weak in grief. So a statement that you need to be strong, friends, let us try to avoid it when we are condoling a person or condoling with a person. Another statement we quite often say, everything happens for a reason. Really, there's nothing like happening for a reason when you have lost a loved one. This can feel like an attempt to rationalize their pain, which may not be comforting. Another statement we many times say that it's time to move on. It's gone. He has gone. She has gone. It's time to move on. Grieving, friends, has no set timelines. Rushing someone to move on is very, very insensitive and can be very, very hurtful. Another statement we say is, be grateful for the time you have had together. While gratitude, for me, can be part of healing, it is important to allow space for the pain and loss. Don't rush it. At least they are no longer suffering. This may be true that the person was in pain and they are no longer suffering, but the grieving person does not need to hear this from you. This might not provide comfort and could make them feel like their grief is being downplayed. Another statement, maybe this one goes to young people who have lost children, that you are still young, you can still find someone else or have other children. This is very, very insensitive. Losing a child can never be replaced by getting another child. That loss is totally different. And another statement we many times say, especially those of us who are believers, is that it's God's will. It was about to happen. This paints an image of a very unloving, insensitive God and may distort the grieving person's faith and their understanding of their divine. Instead of these statements that we have focused on, we can offer more reassuring, more comforting statements. And simple empathetic statements like I'm here for you, I'm sorry for your loss, or please let me know if there's anything I can do to help, can be much more comforting. And now let's look at a long list of these statements that are more comforting to someone who is grieving. One statement could be, I am sorry for your loss. Please know that I'm here for you. You're declaring your presence. You're assuring the person that they are not alone. And you're telling the person that you are sorry for the loss. Number 2, I can't imagine how difficult this must be for you. Please take all the time you need. That's a reassuring statement, because certainly going through loss and grief is a difficult time. Number 3, your loved one will always be remembered fondly. They have had a positive impact on so many lives. That is what a person who is grieving wants to hear. Grief has no timetable, friends. So tell the person who is grieving, allow yourself to grieve at your own time and in whichever way you feel right. Another statement, I wish I had the right words, really. Please let me know. Please let you know, or just to let you know that I care about you deeply. Statement number 6, it is okay to lean on others for support. You don't have to go through this alone. You don't have to carry this whole burden alone. It is okay to lean on others for support. It is not a sign of weakness. You need their support. Number 7, may you find moments of peace and comfort in the midst of this sorrow. That sounds like a nice prayer. Number 8, remembering and cherishing the memories you shared with the person who has gone is a source of strength. Number 9, if there is anything specific you need, or you just want to listen, to someone, I am here to lend you my ear. And number 10, your feelings are valid. It is okay to grieve in your own way at your own time. I am here near you. I am here next to you to offer you a hand, to offer you my chest to cry on, to offer you my shoulder to lean on. I am here when you need something. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. And you just be there and hold their hand. Let them feel you. Run errands for them. And that is the best way to comfort somebody who is grieving. Thank you very much, friends, and please share this if you find it useful, so that we are able to comfort our loved ones in a more empathetic way, so that we don't make them feel like it is wrong or they are doing the wrong thing to cry out when they are grieved. Thank you very much, and God bless you.